Welcome to ERAP Narrations. This video will give you an overview of the Workforce Profiles dashboard and show you how it tracks representation of 4 designated equity groups within the BC Public Service. The Workforce Profiles dashboard includes equity data on Indigenous peoples, persons with disabilities, members of visible minorities, and women. It's a valuable tool in helping the BC Public Service achieve employment equity. The dashboard is typically updated every 2 years after the completion of the BCPS Work Environment Survey, or WES. To access the dashboard, visit the BC Stats website or copy the link on your screen. BC Stats has been creating workforce profiles of the BC Public Service for more than 25 years, although the dashboard only includes data back to 2018. For earlier results, you can find PDF reports on the BC Stats website. Let's talk first about getting around in the tool. From the landing page, you can navigate to other pages, also called tabs, by clicking on their name at the top of the page. Some tabs will have more than one visualization, hidden under subtabs. You can use the filters on the left to choose what data shows up in the visualizations. For example, let's filter these results to look at regular employees working in the Ministry of Agriculture. The chart's legend also updates to describe which filters are active. You can even save a copy of the chart and legend as a PNG. Most tabs include data tables underneath the visualizations. If you want to download a copy of the data, you can do this under each table. Note that any filters you've selected will appear in the table as well. You've probably noticed that some of the data in the dashboard has been suppressed. This happens when results are too small to safely share without risking respondent confidentiality. If you want to look at data from 2018, we've put up a reminder that you are browsing historical data. These results are not updated when new data years become available, so should be used only for historical purposes. A couple more things to note about navigation. First, not all filters are available on every tab. This happens when we've limited the analysis to only select groups, or if it's in a new analysis that isn't available from past years, like this one. Secondly, if you access the dashboard from a mobile device, the layout will be different, but you'll have all of the same functionality. All of the filters can be accessed by clicking the Show Variables button at the top of your display. After you've picked the filters you want, you can scroll down to see results, or click the Hide Variables to reduce scrolling. Now, let's take a brief look at some of the visualizations in the dashboard. The Indicators of Progress tab includes 2 visuals. The first one compares the current rates of representation for designated groups with those of the previous cycle. For example, you're able to see that with our current filters, there were slightly more persons with disabilities working for the BC Public Service in 2020 than in 2018. The second visual gives a summary of how many employees in each designated group were hired since the last WES cycle. The Comparison tab is useful for seeing how BCPS representation rates compare to the rates of representation in the available workforce and the general BC population. These comparator rates are calculated using data from Statistics Canada. You can hover over the available workforce and BC population tags in the legend or in the table below to see more information on how these are calculated. The Leadership tab shows the representation of our 4 designated equity groups in leadership positions, broken down by executive level and management band. This tab focuses on the numbers and is less about comparison. The Organizations tab shows representation rates for all ministries at once for easier at-a-glance comparisons. For example, among all the ministries and the BCPS, who has the highest rate of employment for women? These are shown highest to lowest, with the representation rates for the wider BC population as a general benchmark. Since this tab only repeats results from earlier tabs in a different visual style, no data table is included here, but you can always save the image to use in a report. The Representations tab includes 3 visuals. The first sub-tab shows us how representation rates split across occupation types. For each designated group, A table shows us the breakdown of representation rates by occupation group, including actual counts, expected counts, and any shortfall based on those expected counts. The chart above visualizes these counts. Since this table has a lot of information, let's look at an example. As of 2020, 18,604 BCPS employees identify as women, or 62.2% of the total employee population. Based on the known available workforce, we'd expect to see about 17,959 women. This indicates that there are more women working in the BCPS in 2020 than could be expected based on the available workforce. The second subtab shows us the same results, but this time broken out by region instead of by occupation group. We can see here, for example, that while there was an underrepresentation of Indigenous employees working in the BCPS in the Greater Vancouver and Greater Victoria areas in 2020, that wasn't the case with the rest of the province. The third representation subtab only includes a data table, but it's more complex than the tables on the other tabs. This table shows the inflow and outflow of equity group employees over the last 2 years. We can see the rate of hires, promotions, and separations, giving us a sense of where imbalances might lie. For example, we can see that 476 persons with disabilities are hired from external sources during this period, while 319 left government within the same period. That means more persons with disabilities are joining government than leaving, but there's more to this story. Persons with disabilities accounted for 7% of all employees new to government, whereas they accounted for 7.9% of those leaving government, suggesting that there may be higher barriers to retention for this equity group. This wraps up our brief walkthrough of the Workforce Profiles dashboard. We hope you found this video helpful in explaining what results you'll find within the dashboard and how to navigate around. You can find pop-up explanations of many of the data elements used within each tab. You'll also find some important caveats listed on the Home tab that describe some of the limitations of the results. If you want to look at the whole dataset outside of the dashboard, you can find these results in CSV format in the DataBC catalog. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions about any of the content.